What's up guys, Zami here and you're watching Heavy Metal Pomp. Today I've got another product review for you and we're gonna look at a clay from Templeton Tonics. For today we're gonna look at Templeton Tonics Oasis. Now this is a water-based clay with a firm hold. I picked this up a couple of months ago and I figured it's time to review it. And without further ado, we're gonna take a closer look at the jar right now. And here we have Templeton Tonics Oasis. Comes in a 4-ounce green plastic jar with a golden lid. Has this really nice see-through graphic on the lid. You get the brand and product name on the side. You get ingredients on one side, some information on the other side. And when you first get the product, there's even a seal with the scent on it. The overall presentation just looks really sharp and still consistent with all the other Templeton Tonics products. And if you open it up, you get this greyish clay inside. My Oasis came in their signature trailhead scent. And what I get is a green foresty kind of scent. I do think it smells nice, but to be completely honest, I'm not entirely a big fan of it. Either way, it's a subtle scent, so you don't really notice it throughout the day. Also, if you got the product directly from Templeton Tonics, you have a wide variety of scents to choose from. Now, scooping the product, it's really easy and lotion-like. You hardly need any effort to get it out. Breaking it down, really easy, but the more you break it down, the more grippy it gets. Going into the hair, definitely has a lot of grip, so do expect some tugging and pulling. I'm applying into completely dry hair and the application isn't the best. You can of course apply into damp or towel dried hair, but I'm gonna get more into that later on. Either way, if you're gonna proceed to apply in dry hair, I would advise you to go in small amounts and layer it in. The scent's quite noticeable right now, but after a few hours you don't really notice it anymore. And as for the shine, I think you get more of a matte to almost natural finish. Now I also want to point out that I didn't scoop out the top layer of the clay because for some reason it's not as lotiony as the rest of it. Not sure if you can see it clearly, but it's kinda waxy and beady, and when you break it down it does get quite beady and it's kinda annoying. I'm not sure if other people who got Oasis has this problem, but if you do, you can just scoop everything below the top layer. It works perfectly fine. So looking at back, it actually goes through pretty decently. It's not as grippy as I thought it would be. Definitely has resistance and it does feel drier, but you can definitely work with a comb with this. Gonna style my hair now. Talk to you again in a bit. And I think I'm pretty much just gonna call that done. So as you can tell, I'm getting a good amount of height and volume. My sides are holding down nicely. This clay provides a nice amount of texture, getting that matte to natural finish, and the scent is really subtle. So anyways, let's talk more about Oasis. Aside from their limited runs, I've pretty much tried and reviewed all the products from Templeton Tonics. Honestly, I held off on getting Oasis when it first came out because it's a clay and I'm not really a big clay user. When I picked this up, I kind of went in with low expectations. Nothing against Templeton Tonics, I'm just not a big clay user. But honestly, this took me by surprise because I actually do like it. Now I kind of have mixed feelings about the application. The top layer is kind of crusty and beady, but everything below it is super lotion-like and creamy. It scoops out really easily, gets grippier the more you break it down, and goes into the hair with quite an amount of tugging and pulling. The dryness provides a nice amount of coarse texture, but it's not overly dry to where you can't work with the comb with this. It also provides a nice amount of control to style with. It gives your hair some nice volume and it goes pretty much where you want it to. The hold I wouldn't say is a perfect firm hold for me. What I get is a lightweight medium to firm hold, which is still really good to work with. You can also expect a good amount of endurance with this. Despite of how lightweight it feels, it actually stays in place really well throughout the day, which really surprised me. And as for washing this out, it comes out with one rinse. I was honestly surprised when it washed out without needing any shampoo. It also left the hair feeling really nice and clean without it feeling dried out, so that's really awesome. Now the last thing that I want to get into is with the different application methods. As you saw earlier on, I applied into completely dry hair, and while the end result is still really good, the application was quite grippy and, to be honest, rather unpleasant. I've also tried applying this into towel dried hair, and to be honest I wasn't happy with the results cause it felt like the clay wasn't showing through. However, my favorite way to use Oasis is to use it as a pre and post styler. Basically, just throw in a few scoops in towel dried hair, blow dry it, and then finish it off with a bit more. That way you get the ease of damp hair application, but the volume and texture of dry hair application. So anyways, final verdict on Templeton Tonics Oasis. I give it a 4 out of 5. Honestly, wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do, but it's a really good clay. It provides nice volume and texture, but it's not overly dry to where it just makes my hair fall apart. If you're looking for a clay that's fairly versatile, this is definitely a good option. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the review. Do leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel right here, or you can check out my last video right here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.